All right, hello, and welcome to what is likely an episode. So we got some green car content here. I've got it up on the lift right now because I'm replacing the rear main seal. Gearbox is out right now. But when I put this car together, I put it together without carpet, and I was like, let me see how I like it. I kind of want carpet again. So the center console's back there. I've had that in the whole time, but like I said, shifter's out. So what I'm gonna do is, I got a carpet over there that I just finished cleaning up. This is like not the ideal place to be doing interior stuff on the lift, but hey, I'm waiting on a rear main seal, so I'm gonna pull out all the seats, and I'm gonna try to put as much interior in this thing as we can. I've got like all my gauges set up, looks pretty cool. Just put a SAFC in there too. And then, but yeah, I'm gonna pull all the interior out, and I'm gonna try to get some rear interior in this thing too, maybe build a rear seat delete or something, and see how much stuff we can get back here. I got some rear interior panels right there. I think I've tried putting rear interior panels in here before, and the problem is this cage bar that goes that way lets you not like slip it in down in between them. But we're gonna try again, because I know I can get like something up here. I know I can build a rear seat delete, and across the bottom it's just gonna be the sides, because I know I can get C-pillar panels in there, and I know I can get B-pillar panels in there. So let's see how much interior we can get in this thing. I just took the old Tornado and cleaned up the carpet. I'm gonna dye it now. It looks like it's already been dyed before and it kind of just wore off. This is S14 carpet that we're gonna put in here. It should fit fine. But I'm gonna, now that it's clean, I'm gonna dye it again. It should, jump that, shit. It should come out all right. I'm not looking for perfect. This is just a track car. I just want carpet in it again. So let's get to work on this. All right, we got the carpet all dyed up. I only had one can, so I didn't go super heavy, but this is what we used, Sem color coat. Came out pretty decent. I'm gonna put floor mats over it anyways, and the whole back half is gonna have seats on it, obviously. But let's rip all the seats out of the car and throw that in. There's literally shit everywhere in the car right now, but like a little before, looks like shit. So I'll probably get the seats out and get a rag and some degreaser and wipe everything up. All right, got all the interior out. I got carpet mocked up over there. It's a mess again. So I'm gonna start with vacuuming, and then I'm gonna blow it out, and then I'm gonna vacuum again, and then I'm gonna degrease it, and then we'll start throwing some interior in here. Like I said, hopefully I can get these back panels to fit. I think I already tried though, I swear, and they wouldn't, but we'll see. All right, so round one, vacuuming. Came out a little bit better. This thing is just like so stained up and dirty because the inside of this car was painted white in like 2005. So it's pretty aged by now. I really just need to repaint the whole inside of the car, but it's really just a track car, so no need for all that. Okay, so I totally just got this panel to pop in here. All I have to do is right here where it bulges out, I'm gonna trim it flush, like down here. You're gonna take this little jigsaw and trim that flush, and then you should be able to slide the panel all the way forward to meet up with the door. All right, so I learned from the last one what I need to do. I need to cut this off and then take this edge and trim it down to where it's about that thick all the way down here at this thick part. And then all the other clips line up. Update. Look at this, we got complete plastics back here, both sides. And I made that, I had carpet, and then I just made a new parcel piece. But it looks so much better. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build a rear seat delete, starting out with cardboard. And what I'm gonna do is trace out the shape of that curve there to this cardboard. I'll do the same thing for this corner and make a cutout for the battery. And then I will make a full measurement across, use that to trace out my edges on the wood that I make for this. And I'm gonna butt it up to like the top of the roll cage here. And then I'll make a little back panel too to close that off. I'm gonna carpet it all as well. All right, check it out. I got this side trimmed up in there. This little corner, I'm gonna make that like rounded. It's not gonna be square once I do the final product. All right, I have not been filming, but check it out. I got the bottom half done. Battery back in there. Corners look all right. I still got to close in. I'm gonna have to close in the front. I did it like up to the roll cage, but I might not close in the front because it could be like a little cubby hole and it'll be easier to access stuff over there. And with the seats, you'll never know. So we'll see what it looks like, because especially after I have the carpet, it might look all right. What I'm doing over here though, I got the back piece traced out. I'm about to cut that out, and then we'll measure for the roll cage bars. That'll probably be somewhere around this area. We'll have to cut a line out so that it'll slide in. But let me cut this out. All right, it's finito. Check it out. I think it came out pretty damn good. It's really hard to see with the roll cage bars and all the harnesses hanging, but it came out decent. We're ready to put the carpet in now though. All right, so hear me out. I got this sub box right here. It's kind of sick. It's got like chrome subs in it. The plexiglass is trash, so I'm gonna pull that off and replace it. But I have to like cut half the box up to make it fit so in the trunk. So I can clear the spare tire. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna like cut like 2 inches off here, all the way into about 6 inches here, and cut a little chunk out of this corner, because the whole front of the box is ported too. But I'm gonna start chopping this thing up, see if I can get it to fit back there. And if I can, then I'll like rebuild the whole bottom. All right, so this is gonna be my first cut here. I'm gonna chop straight across here, and then straight across here. And then we'll test fit and see if we can get her in there. All right, first cut's done. So barely got into the bottom of that port, which is perfect though, because I'm just gonna put another flat piece right here, seal it back up. All right, well, that was too easy. Look, it already fits perfectly flat. That's crazy. It's a little offset this way right now because of the spare tire. Kind of in a toss up if I want to center it or not. I feel like I might, but that just means I have to cut a lot more in, and I'll probably be getting closer to this port over here. So I'm gonna weigh my options on that a little bit. I don't think it looks too bad offset. What I'll have to do is like, I'm gonna make like a bracket to where it's like pinned, so I can just pull the whole thing out with pins. And then like, I'll probably even throw carpet and shit in the back of the trunk to make this look nicer now. And I even have like rear plastics that I could put in here potentially. We'll see. But yeah, that was, fits already. Wow. Yo, I'm ready to party. Got me a dusty old Kenwood 1000 right here. All right, check me out. It's happening. I mounted the amp on the rear seat delete. I figured it'd be easiest like that because my battery's right here, so I can get power and ground to the amp right there. I can run the RCA cables like through a hole right here and come up to it, and then I can run these wires out through a hole back into the trunk. And then if I ever need to take the sub box out, it's just got the quick disconnects down here, so I can just pop those off. I'm gonna put pin system, pop the 2 pins out, and then I'll be able to pull the whole box out, and it'll be super simple. All right, got a little bit more progress done. I drilled a hole for all the speaker wires to go through. I put a power cable on there. I have to go to the store and get a couple pieces. I'm gonna shove this power wire down there, and I'm gonna put a fuse down there, and that's gonna be the power. This, I gotta go get a new terminal so I can put it on here. I'm just gonna put the ground straight to the battery. And then I gotta go buy some RCA cables, And I'll drill a hole here, run the RCA cables back through the back there, and then up front to the radio. This shit's actually really thick, so it definitely held its shape. Stuff I got's a lot thinner because plexiglass is expensive as hell right now. So I got some thin stuff. There's no fixing this. It's all like in the middle of it. But hopefully I can curve that around this. And then I'll probably like even paint a black line on it so you can't see the edges. But this is gonna look sick. Look at these subs. All right, it's been a minute. Look at this, dude. I got subs in here, got all the glass on, everything's working. We got the amp all wired up right here to the battery. Underneath here, there's a fuse that the wire's going to the fuse and then coming back up. What else? Yeah, it works. Watch. Power. I can't turn it on because I'm filming with my phone, so you can't hear music, but this thing bumps. What I'm about to do though is, check this out. I just pulled these relics out my archive. These things gotta be worth about $1 million at this point. Just a little dusty, so I'm gonna put some rear interior in this thing now that I got some subs. So I'll put those rear interior pieces in, and then I'll try to make some little panels that I can put carpet on to cover up all this. You'll never believe what I'm about to do. All right, so I got the front interior ripped apart again. Cluster bezel out because I replaced this one right here because I used to have a gauge in here and it's hard to see, and I didn't have a gauge in there at the moment, and I have these new gauge pods on the way that should be here tomorrow that I will show you in this video. But I'm getting rid of these gauge pods on the top here. But what I did, while I have everything apart right now, is boom. Red lights, baby, to match. So that's cool. Just finished that. I got just a bunch of LED bulbs. Here's the bulb number, maybe is on here. Is the bulb number on here? 20 pack red. Nope, no bulb number. Oh, look, here we go. You can't see it, but it's a 158 bulb. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna prep this gauge cluster bezel to accept my new gauge pods. So what we're gonna do is, these little vents right here, our gauge pods are gonna replace these vents. So I'm gonna go on the back side, and there's 2 Phillips head screws on either side. And we're gonna take those 2 screws out, and then we're gonna put this bezel back in. And then as soon as my new pods get here, they're just gonna pop in from the front side, so I'll be able to install this. Look, this is why I had to take that one out. I needed that coin holder, you know? Needed it. Had to have it. All right, so let's see what we got here. Boys at Breakbeat Goods, also known as Grip Royal. Gauge pods, well, minus lighting. I'm gonna finish out the interior with these little pods. That's cool. Got a little sticker on the box and stuff. S13, 52. How do you open it? There you go. Here we go. Ooh, another sticker. Put that on my car. 2 of these gauge pods. This right here is a delete plate for the HVAC vents that would normally go where these are gonna go. So you put these in place so that it equalizes out the pressure in the AC system, and you're not just blowing empty air into the back of the cluster when it's gonna be blocked off of these. So take this. But these things, last night I pre-prepped all this to where you just take this, put it down, and it pops right in just like that. And then it's like way less intrusive on the cluster versus having those Mickey Mouse ears how I had. See, they're kind of like ducked off over here, but you can still see them really good. So that's sick. Let me get the gauges put up in those pods. All right, check it out, look. Got the gauges done. Yay, all red, everything. These brake beat little bezels are sick. I really like how they just kind of sit right there. Really happy with how this thing came out. I honestly didn't think interior fit in this car. I thought I tried one time, but like I said, I guess I just didn't try hard enough. So happy with this. Plastics, carpet, speakers. Cool. Look at it, tag light too. That's gonna be it for this week's update. Who knows, I might post another video in another 2 months. But until then,